Good day! BusinessMirror offers you stories, conversations, and insights. With this session we're calling Freshly Brewed. Like great coffee to savor, Freshly Brewed tells compelling stories through the interaction between the most interesting people and BusinessMirror's roster of journalist hosts, discussing the hot issues of the day or topics still unfolding or brewing. And these compelling stories are shared with you via BusinessMirror's multimedia platforms. Working moms want the best of both worlds. They want to succeed in their chosen career and spend as much time as possible with their children, especially when they are still toddlers. There's now a co-working space in Greenhills, which allows moms to bring their children to work. Well, the good thing about this co-working space is that the children get to learn and play while their moms earn a living. Our host for today is BusinessMirror's labor reporter, Xyrah Garcia, and let's listen in to her conversation with Camille Macabagdal in this episode titled Where Labor Day Meets Mother's Day.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of Freshly Brewed. I'm Justine Garcia, labor reporter for BusinessMirror. As we step into May, a month that honors both workers and mothers, we're shining a light on someone who wears both hats and is making waves in the startup scene with a business that's all about balance. Imagine a co-working space that doesn't just cater to your productivity but also supports your parenting. Yes, it actually exists. And it's called What Matters Coworking Playlab. But before we dive into this inspiring story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Now, without further ado, let's give a warm, freshly brewed welcome to Miss Camille Macabagdal, founder of What Matters Coworking Playlab. Hi, Miss Camille. Thank you for joining us today. Let's get started with a bit of background lang. Ma'am, could you tell us more about yourself and, of course, the journey that led you here?
Hi, Justine. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. I'm very thrilled to be getting the chance to talk to you a little bit more about What Matters Coworking Playlab. But first, a little bit about me. So I am a happy mommy of two toddlers, a boy and a girl, born a year apart from each other. And for the last 10 or a little bit more years, I've been working in different fields. I've been in mall operations, I've been in mall marketing, content production, writing, and most recently, I've been involved in managing our construction services business.
So, what was the inspiration behind What Matters Coworking Playlab? Kasi parang you've gone through different ventures na in the span of your career.
So, what really changed my life was when my first son was born, because it's really the shock of from 0 kids to 1 kid, and they were not kidding about how much it will change you as a person, physical pa lang, mental pa lang, and also the way you start thinking about things. So a lot of the days when he was young, or even some days, even when they were older, even today, there would be times that I'm holding them, but at the same time, the other hand would be on my laptop. And I just kept on thinking, is this life? Is this how it's always going to be from now on? Do I have to give up my career, my aspirations for making businesses that matter, just so I could be a good mom, which is also very, very important to me because, of course, I love my kids and I want to be there for them as much as I can. So the inspiration struck, I would see different approaches to parenting around the world and drawing a bit of inspiration that's also acclimated to like Philippine culture, where we usually have extended family members helping us, we thought, what if we can create a space that would combine the chance for us to work productively, but at the same time, bring our kids with us, bring our kids to work, because what's the best way to teach them to become good adults by by emulating us. That's how they learn. They imitate their parents or the people who are important to them. So yes, we built that space. I told my husband about it one day when we were in the car. Maybe it's time that we explore, because we were fortunate that our business, our construction services business, was steadily growing. And we thought we kind of need a meeting space so that everyone can work productively. And then maybe for us and also the other parents in our team, come and join and have their kids there with them. And so yeah, the idea was born, and thankfully my husband is super supportive, and yeah, he brought in all of the team, the good things that we've learned from building offices over the years into this space that we also designed to be safe and interactive and playful. And just also a tidbit of information, the space was also designed by Mary Ann, who is also a mom to a daughter. So yeah.
So I think talagang parang both mother and children friendly yung space, right? Interesting. Very interesting concept, kasi parang I think this is the first time that I've heard of a co-working space that offers also a space for children while their parents are working. So aside from having an interesting concept, I want to know, how did you come up with the name? Because it's very unique. Like, ano yung ibig sabihin ng what matters?
Okay. Yes. Actually, we are the first co-working with a play lab, or a learning facility for the kids here in the Philippines. And going on and on about that concept, we actually spent months not having like a real name. But then we thought, why are we making this so complicated? What is this all about? It's about the things that really are important to us, which is work-life balance, so that we can have that chance to flourish as our career-driven selves and find our space in the world, because of course our kids are going to grow up and they're not always going to be like your idea of achievement. Like they're separate people, and you want them to grow into their best selves, and you only have like a small role in that. But at the same time, you also have a very important chance to be able to influence and shape their lives. So yeah, those are the things that really matters to us. So that's why it just came very simply, What Matters Coworking plus Playlab.
Very interesting. Kailan po nagsimula yung business, if I may ask?
Okay. So we opened our doors on July of last year, late July. And yeah, since then,
So it took some years then talaga, no, to build?
Yeah, it took a couple of months actually from the time that we signed the lease with Ortigas Mall in Greenhills. So yeah, from there, we have been also making like small improvements based on what we learn from our clients. Like lately, we've been introducing like steppers, yung parang exercise bike. Kasi minsan di mo na alam kung kailan mo isisingit yung time to exercise. And also, di ba, wellness is also something that matters, because your health is the only thing that you can take with you. So yeah.
I think it's a game changer business in a sense na parents are given an opportunity to, be productive, but at the same time, take care of their kids, right? So, you've mentioned a while ago na your husband helped you in, of course, building the team behind the business. So, was it difficult for you to find the right partner or team to help you build the Playlab side of the business?
We're very fortunate that both sides of our family have teachers.
Oh.
So actually, my lola, she's a preschool teacher, and so was her sister. And actually, my dad is also teaching na rin. And on my husband's side, yung mommy niya, Mommy Melds, she's a preschool teacher for many years. And another person who really helped us make this idea happen was Ate Ling. She helped us develop the curriculum into what it is today. And we're also very, very fortunate to be able to find teacher Marge, who is our lead teacher, and she is very passionate about teaching children. And she's also mom of 3, and they are quite close. She has twin boys and a little girl, and 5 and 4 yung age gap. So she understands the
Yes.
what we really stand for. And we're also very lucky to have found Teacher Janine, for her full name. And she's always been loving and kind towards kids. And it shows kasi in their church, she would be the one volunteering, teaching the kids all sorts of things like about the religion and also about practical life things. And it just came together, and we're so happy that things are good and well and nice and harmonious when we built and opened the space.
I think medyo nakaka-relate ako kasi I also came from a family of teachers. So, I understand na important yung kapag magawa ng business, naiintindihan ng mga taong involved din kung ano yung kailangan nung, for example, the kids, because you have teachers involved. It's very nice to know na talagang hands-on, kumbaga, personalize yung approach ng business. Can you just share a bit more about the curriculum? Kasi nabanggit mo siya kanina eh.
So our curriculum, we designed it in such a way that it would be like a 3-hour long class, which includes arts and crafts, playtime. There's a circle time at the start where the kids would gather. And we've also incorporated the storytelling within the theme of the day. And we'd also have our time for snacks and naps if the kids would want to, kasi when they're there, sometimes they're so excited na rin, and they would be really game to do all of the activities. So how it works is every month or every 12 sessions, we have a theme, and it rotates. For example, we have colors and shapes, we have dinosaurs right now, we've had all about me, we've had about the community, and the lessons, they are all related to that theme during those 12 sessions, but the teachings in each day, it's related to that. For example, like the arts and crafts would be about policemen. Like sometimes they'll make like a hat, or a discussion about what do policemen do, how do they protect our community. But at the same time, even though it's a theme that is resonant with the 12-week period, it's 12 sessions period. It would be not necessarily consecutive, like you can skip some lessons and it would still make a lot of sense for the kids. So we really focus on that chance for the kids to socialize and get to know their peers, not to be afraid to go out there and go for the things that they like. Like, for example, sometimes the kids would start out shy in picking up the toys, but then in a few minutes, a little bit of warm up, they would be the ones volunteering to go to the whiteboard and sticking things on based on the activity. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Kumbaga, parang the kids get to explore their creativity as well, no? So, how young or how old should the children be to be part of the Playlab experience?
So, the primary target for our Playlab curriculum would be the 2 to 5-year-old kids. But we actually also allow older kids, for example, like 6 to 8, they would still be able to enjoy the lessons that we have, because our teacher would also adapt the activities a little bit. Like, for example, for the older kids, it's going to be a little bit more challenging just to keep their eyes and toes and everything excited. And then we also welcome the kids that are below 2 years old. We just ask that there be a guardian with them inside the Playlab so that they would have help in, for example, if there would be things that they would want to reach, for example, or that it's that age kasi that they are not more clingy, I suppose, to their guardian.
So when it comes to the age, magkakahiwalay ba sila ng session depending on the age, or magkakasama lang sila?
So actually they're all together in the session. We have a morning session and we have an afternoon session. It's 9 a.m. to 12 noon and 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So later on, or right now kasi our students are mostly in the 2 to 5 age. So we just have one class that is catering to them. But we are open to also having like a younger set also in the future, if that would be more appropriate also.
All right, let's shift to the space itself. You've mentioned a while ago that you're located in Greenhills. So, why did you choose that as your location?
Well, actually, we chose Greenhills. Siguro mga 80% of the reason is dahil malapit kami. So, ayun. And also, it's the true midpoint of Metro Manila. Then, like, it's near thoroughfares, it's near Makati, it's also near Quezon City, and it's very accessible. So, we thought it's a good community to give this a start, a try.
Right. Tell us more about your facilities naman, ma'am. From the co-working desk to, I've also heard you have private offices, no? So, these services, what does come with it? And can you just briefly explain kung ano ba yung inside the co-working space once they enter?
Okay. So, you can actually combine any of our services with the Playlab function that we have. So, we have co-working desks. You'll see them right away when you come in. You'll be able to also see on one side the private offices, which are 4-seater offices that can cater to agile businesses that have, for example, like mag-work from home yung dalawa on Monday, and then the next day, meron naman dalawa na mag-office. So it can be like a shifting, basta 4 at a time. So we also have meeting spaces. We have a meeting pod that's good for 4 to 6, and a meeting room that is best for like 6 to 10 persons. And yeah, we also offer virtual offices in our space for those who are interested in having a business address to register for their LGU requirements. And we also provide support also to the startups by having events in the community that are related to uplifting the overall scene of startups, and also like businesses that want to grow and keep on expanding. But also at the same time, we also have events that are more for the parents. Minsan for distressing siya, minsan for for upskilling, and minsan pwede rin siya na parang bonding time lang talaga. So we can do events kasi that's for the adults and the kids, pwedeng sabay. So,
okay, so from what I understand is, kumbaga, the co-working space, it's not just for parents, no? Definitely, pwede rin yung mga young professionals, single, or whatsoever. But from your observation from the past few months since you've opened, ano ba yung mas madami yung client? Is it from the parents, from the young professionals?
It's actually a mix. It's a bit of both. So we have parents coming in telling us, oh, I really need a space today because minsan yung issue is that their yaya had to go on leave, or that they have a really important deadline. I remember this one client that we had. She is involved in e-commerce, and it's quite tight because it was like one of those 3-3-4-4 events. But all of her kids are with her. It's summer vacation, ganyan. And so having the Play Lab was a great option for her to get the work done during the day. So yeah, and we also have a lot of professionals, like some are in the student services group in that industry. And HR professionals, marketing professionals, they would have their meetings in our space, and some of them would have kids, so there would be like 1 to 2 there joining the Play Lab class that we have.
Right. Balikan ko lang yung sinabi niyo, ma'am, dun sa about the e-commerce na client. It's very important talaga na merong ganitong space, kasi as a labor reporter, I've been writing stories about how a lot of women are being forced to, leave their careers behind because of childcare. I mean, hindi naman natin dinidiscount na dapat hindi na mag-anak or whatsoever, but the thing is, women are being forced kasi nga walang iba mag-aalaga. So, it's refreshing to know na merong ganitong space na 2-in-1 na, kumbaga, nakapagtrabaho sila, and at the same time, naalagaan din yung kids nila. And I'm sure our audiences are now curious kung magkano nga ba yung rates for these services.
So in our space, we have our co-working desks that start at $150 per hour. And yung mga meeting spaces namin, we have starting at $500 per hour. That's good for at least 4 na. And then our co-working with the Play Lab, function. So if you're gonna walk in and try it out today, it's only for 800 pesos. And you already get access to the 3 hours of class for your child with our 2 teachers who will be guiding them, plus all of the materials, the activities that they're gonna do. And we also have the 3 hours of co-working desk use that you have the free internet, the free coffee, hot chocolate, and tea, if depends on which you prefer. And we also have all of these services on a monthly basis rate, because I know some people, it's better for them if it's in the long-term range. And really, when you go longer also for your bookings, we're able to also offer more discounts.
Sulit talaga siya, kumbaga. If mag-a-avail yung parent nung co-working space, how many hours can they stay? Is it open for 24/7?
So our space is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Mondays to Fridays, and on Saturdays we open half day, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. But the thing also that's special about the way we treat our customers is we really want to be able to customize based on their needs. So we've actually opened up different packages for parents or even co-working people who would like, for example, kasi minsan your schedule really depends on your kids. Sometimes you only need to be there working for like 3 days a week or like 2 days a week. So we also offer that. You can do like full day, you can do half day.
Right.
So yeah, we just make sure to be flexible, and we really ask the customers what is it that you need so that we can offer you the best package. And if ever you have like an event requirement, a meeting requirement that's beyond our meeting hours, just let us know.
Interesting. Speaking of customers, so what kind of feedback naman po have you been receiving so far from, of course, both the parents and the kids?
So it really warms our heart every time the parents would tell us that their kids had a good time. And it's really something that makes me feel comfortable and happy, because, you know, it takes a lot for a mom to entrust their child to a place with strangers, and then you will see the reaction start from, usually kids would be coming in wanting to be with mommy and really calling out for them, but then just give it a little bit more time, they would be like, it's not that they forget about mommy, but they are having so much fun doing all of the different activities and bonding with their peers that it's so hard sometimes to, like 4 o'clock na, but the kids would be like, no, I still want to play. It's, no. It's a lot of no's, and that's how we know that we're doing something that's enjoyable and worthwhile for the kids.
Yes. Ibig sabihin, effective talaga yung curriculum nyo. It's honestly very heartening to, you know, hear how much thought and care went into this space. Kumbaga, well thought siya in a sense na naiintindihan nyo kung ano yung kailangan ng parents, especially mothers and ng kids. So, looking ahead, do you see yourself opening another branch soon?
Oh, we're really hopeful for that. We really hope that this business would be able to open in different communities around Metro Manila and even beyond, even Luzon and also Visayas and Mindanao. We hope to be able to bring this because it's a community-based concept. It really builds upon what is there. Like in every city, there's a lot of startups, there's a lot of parents wanting to achieve their dreams, and we want to make it possible that in each space, in each area that we have, hopefully it will be something that's good for learning, for thriving, and also just really being productive and growing with your team and with your family.
Right, because having a family, hindi naman kailangan mag-stop yung buhay ng parents, of course. So, I want to ask more, but we have to wrap up. So, Ms. Camille, please go ahead and invite our viewers to visit What Matters Coworking and Playlab, and of course, try out your services.
Hi everyone, so we really hope that you would come out and visit us. We are located at Greenhills Mall in Connecticut Arcade at the ground floor. It's actually a parking building, so for those who have a lot of baby stuff to carry, it's going to be very convenient for you because there's an elevator and you can just go straight down to our space. We hope that our place would be a good area for you to expand your network, to meet new people, but at the same time staying productive and getting all the work that you want done. With your children, you can bring your children with you here. They're most welcome, and they too would be growing and be able to enjoy time with their peers and learn through our teachers.
All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Camille, for sharing your time with us and, of course, your story. It's very inspiring to know that mothers like you are, venturing into businesses and stepping up into their respective careers. So, again, what Matters Coworking in Playlab shows us that with the right support systems in place, parents, especially mothers, don't have to choose between career and care. That's it for today's episode of Freshly Brewed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that inspire and inform. This has been Justine Garcia, labor reporter for BusinessMirror. See you next time.
And that wraps up our Freshly Brewed episode for today. Thank you for tuning into Freshly Brewed. Stay informed, stay inspired, and make smarter choices every day with BusinessMirror. For the latest stories and updates, visit our website, businessmirror.com.ph, for a broader look at today's business. And follow us on our social media channels. Stay ahead, know more, and see you next time.